Good day guys, come here, welcome back to part 2 of the video featuring the demo play for our protagonist, Show of the Guyver series, aka the Guyver Unit 1 himself. So right, the usual stuff, we'll be going through the faction, class, the soldiers they have, then quick summary of his talent, all the skills he's bringing, then his awakening animations, and followed by his stats, speech, then characters, items, costume, then followed by demo play. Then we will be ending with a go through of his item builds for his class, so, and also enchantment. So alright, are you guys ready? Here we go. So alright, Show of aka Guyver G1. So okay, let's check. So he's from the protagonist faction, the time faction, aka the collab factions, and also from the mythical realm. And this means they can all get the faction buff from ISO. Then it's only available for single path, and sadly all are infantry class, which is currently not that nice or good for the current meta. Then, so this is max stats. So as you can see, HP it's slightly low despite A is only 4003. Attack 570, around average or slightly a little bit above. The reason is not giving too high because of his talent will contribute to another 25%, and then additional is gonna be like 700 plus. Yep. As an A for defense and B for magic defense. So the type of soldiers he will be bringing. So he's enjoying the new infantry class and Sensei merchants. Then also have the laser rider. And if you guys notice, for some reason, Zilong also gives him flying class. However, there's one soldier type I'm gonna presume they purposely left out. Reason is being they purposely left out Lancer units, so just for the sake of making them weak against units like SP Leon. So right, his default class Guyver unit, then the Bio Boost Giant Armor, and followed by the Bio Boost Giant God Armor. So these are the design. And this is awakening animations. So yep, you'll not be able to. Okay, surprisingly, I thought they will be doing the actual animations to be faithful to the manga itself. Is maybe the 3C will show that his chest open during this animations. And this is all the skills he had. So high frequency blade or high frequency sword, unit 1 version. So skill 1, pressure explosion or pressure cannon, exclusive skill 2. Then his protective barriers, exclusive skill 3. Then Guyver regeneration or Guyver reborn is exclusive skill 4, followed by his 3C, Mega Smasher, G1 version. So then all skills is bring mostly passive. Then gotta be honest, the old skills that they gave him are not that useful. There is no skill like shield bash to cause stun, not even a sword soul for him. He definitely need much more firepower in terms of skills. Okay, his talent, so Bio Boost Evolution, or some may translate call it Guyver evolution, but just based on words, it's more of Bio Boost evolution. So alright, attack increase attack and defense by 25%. That's number one. Then at the start of turn, you randomly gain one not yet obtained Bio Boost evolve or evolution buff. It cannot be dispelled, lasts for 2 turns. So the effect is just describing, so it's very weird to have this. So it just said make use of the buff effect brought from Bio Boost evolution. The advantages to increase its effect and turn it into permanent effect. And when you trigger level up, you will immediately obtain another yet to be obtained Bio Boost evolutions buff effect. And again, just like when Christiane, the flower, we call it the flower tankers, first appear. So it's basically a description is very blurred, so they just tell you random effect, but they did not describe what kind of boost or buff effect you're gonna get. So if you guys are interested, please check out the previous, refer back to the previous video that I've posted, which also showcase pro advice on the items build when they are being first released. And alright, human stats. So okay, height is 174 cm tall and weight is 261 kg. And how it sounds like when you summon him. Okay, when he changed his class. When he released his skill. Okay, let's listen to it again. Shobuda. But the change right here, they mean more of like Kudai, but it's very weird. Shobuda is more of like let's decide who's the winner, or usually we'll like say Engat, or like let's go face off, or like let's do this duel to decide the winner. Okay, when you choose him in battle. And yep, this is gonna be very irritating to some, especially to players who is not a fan. So he will definitely be spamming this when you choose him in battle. So I'm gonna be curious about choosing him on option 2. So he rarely says this in battle. So the top option is always this. Guyver! Yeah. Guyver! And when he's not able to battle. Daily Conversations 1. Okay, that's kind of weird this time around. The translation, even for the Chinese, seems a bit off, or it's not fully translated. And happy conversations. Yep, definitely of I'm pressing on happy conversations. Angry conversations. Yeah, that's very weird. The happy conversations don't sound happy and sad. Interactions, conversations.
人間の命をもてあそび、忌まわしい姿に作り変え、自分の思うままに大勢の人々を操ろうとする。これは悪魔のすることだ。断じて救世主なんかじゃない。
When he's irritated.
これ以上貴様の好きにはさせない。
And special interactions.
俺はこの運命を戦い抜いてみせる。見守っていてくれ、父さん。
Yep, this I gotta say the voice pack is really very weird. Like every one of the voice pack is just angry, and there's not really any voice that sounds like he's good to anyone. At least other Conferu sounds much more faithful to the characters. Yeah, I guess that's the word to be used. Then so alright, and anything else? Okay, we gotta check out yep, his characters. So okay, this is default skins, the final class. So this is how he looks like. Okay, this is normal attack. Oh, his high frequency sword becomes instead of a more organic metal blade, it becomes a laser sword blade right now, like an energy blade. That's pretty cool. And he's using his laser hit laser. That's like wielding skills. And yeah, this is 3C. The chest should be opening, and this is Mega Measure. Okay, this is pretty cool. He releases skills. There's casting. Okay, will we be able to see him running? And yeah, it's kind of weird because apparently in the series when he's at this giant booster armor, he's supposed to be levitating. And we have this feint. So okay, I happen to see stun. Okay, when he feint, and definitely much bad compared to Archon Feru, because when he feint, his like energy is not going out. On the contrary, Archon Feru, when he died in battle, as you can see, all the crystal instead of shining, they all dimmed and died out. So yeah, slightly weird. And this is Cycle of Light skin, showing his non-powered human counterpart. So which personally I feel that this should be the default skins, and this should be the Echo of Light skin. Okay, okay, we gotta see the animations first.
ケリをつけるのはこの馬鹿げた戦いにだ。ケリをつけるのはこの馬鹿げた戦いにだ。力が欲しい。
Okay, then Echo of Light skins, chibi characters. So this is how he do his attacking using with this frying pan. When it's running. And I'm gonna presume this releasing a skill. He's gonna splash you with his steel from the pot. Okay, when it's done. Oh, when he releases skills, he's throwing to. Is that blade or is that octopus? Fried octopus, yeah. And when he die in battle. So okay, I say only one class, so all the skins should be the same. And alright, let's check out his full design for any one of you to want to do cosplay, art or research purposes. And I still remember back quite some years before COVID start, I still happened to see people in Malaysia and Singapore did the Guyver cosplay. Is very cool. There's like this cold air breeze or mist emitting out from the back or the chest. The thing done is very stylo. That's like very cool. And also the chest can open with the glowing globe within. So okay, again like Archon Feather, you can't see to the bottom of a lake for some reason.
心配かけてごめん。
So let's check out vertical angle.
もう逃げられない。みんなを守るためにも、世界をクロノスの魔師から救うためにも、俺が戦うしかないんだ。
And one thing, if I'm not sure about you fans of this game, have you always noticed this background, original background? The thing at the back, the stage, because of the shape with the flags covering up, What did you guys think the thing at the back looks like? Does this look like a chin chin to you? Anyway, back to the
俺は負ける
design.
わけにはいかない。貴様らにやられるわけにはいかないんだ。
Okay, so we can see a little bit much more on the leg if you try to look at vertical angle. And that's it. So we'll be going to see his demo play. Okay, when we win the battle, HP is not below 80% and get 5 buff within 3 turns. So, okay, I'm not sure how we're gonna do that. Let's try it out. And do note that the buff you obtain is not fixed, is by random. And again, I can't fail to, we have 4 unique skills, but we only get 2. It's not a very great demo play. And not to mention, bad news is that I only have 5-star out of Confederate, and I've not yet get Guyver. There's only like a few days left, and sadly, no, I've not get him yet. So right, we are getting the high frequency blade. We're getting defense shoe barrier, and with a 3C. Okay, here we go.
よし、行くぞ。よし、行くぞ。
Okay, so super sensitivity. When being attacked, you will attack first. So this is a counter attack against enemy, and if we end our turn in the danger zone, this effect will level up to even when we initiate attack. So we'll attack first only when enemy attack us on their turn, but if we end our turn at danger zone, we'll obtain this effect too. So I'm already at the danger zone.
Guyver!
And also you guys can notice that, I'm not levitate. Yep, apparently, sadly, Guyver is not a levitating unit. It's just I'm treating all terrain as flat land. So I'm just gonna start off here with the 3C. Oh my god, this is freaking cool. Oh my god, yeah, this is being faithful. This is being faithful to the original thing. Holy gosh. And whoa, his attack priority is, yeah, this attack priority that's good. And you can see there's this lightning sphere around us. And okay, so immediately I fulfill the requirements, so I will attack first, and this is a permanent effect. Initially it is 2 turns, so we can check out a little bit. So initially it is a 2 turns effect, but once I end turn, I hit a requirement, other new effect, and my range effect kicks in, so it will just keep happening, and there's a chance you can obtain all 5 effects in the turn. However, do know that if you die and make use of your regeneration effect, you need to redo all this quest again. I'm gonna call it like a quest. So I've obtained 1, 2, 3. I gotta get, so there's a total of 5 or 6. So I already have obtained 3. Attack first, my range will increase by 2, then ignore 30% of enemy's defense. So now I'm trying to go for speed increment. If I move no less than 5 steps, I'll gain a permanent +2. For now it's only +1, so you can see my movement is 5 right now. Previous turn is 4, so once I fulfill it, is gonna be 4 + 2 is gonna be 6. Then super recovery or super regeneration. After battle, I'll recover 20% of my HP. However, if after battle my HP remains 90% or higher, this effect doubles, become increase, recover by 40%. So this is pretty cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go with, oh, so even my normal attack will become a range. Oh yeah, so it's pretty cool. So okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Guyver!
So okay, I'm going to try to fulfill these 2 requirements. I need to move at least 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And we're gonna go with this, and yeah, hit him with my energy blade. High frequency sword. Smash! So I have to fulfill a lot, or if not most, of requirements. So as long as enemies keep attacking me, I will gain the shield, which is pretty cool. Okay, I'm just gonna whack you here. So okay, let's see. So there's only 5 buff, and I already get all. So you can see, once you fulfill the quest, when you go into battle, attack first. Super high frequency. Oh, sorry. High frequency or super sona, increase range by +2, and ignore 30% of enemies guard. This is definitely very nice. And super regeneration after battle, recover 40% of HP. This is definitely better than reinforcement. This is twice its power. And gravity control, movement +2. So and you can see this icon is not a movement speed icon, so you can definitely stack this effect with Breeze or Tenyo's headdress effect. Whoa, this, how am I supposed to win? Attack first and shoot you. Oh, that's pretty cool. So if I get to attack first, an enemy has skills that has like causing debuff effect. My understanding is that it will not trigger because you attack first. The ability has not touched you, so yep, they're gonna die first. The main downside is 3C that it does not have an auto cooldown. Oh, okay, it has a passive, but it's only 1 turn, so it's not very nice. As in, it's not that efficient because the 3C is 5 turns. I mean, it will be great if you can reset the skills by within 2 turns. Oh, super regenerations or super recovery after battle heal 40%. So no matter what, you get heal 40%. Oh gosh. The enemy uses skills to cause us. Oh yeah, he is dead. So we'll not be able to gain shields, and the cooldown effects will not happen. Okay, so nonetheless, okay, let's try to see if we can use this skill to kill this guy off. Okay, my Mega Smasher is apparently not that great. So yeah, as you can see, despite all this buff we gained, it is still considered from your talent. It's not considered as a passive, so it's not being still. I'm still recovering 40% of my skill. However, if enemy use skills that will stop you from receiving buff, your talent effect will be jammed. I chanced upon this in the video and saw this happen.
Guyver! 今だ!
So Guyver is definitely afraid of characters like
よし、行くぞ!
Wet Ham. People who can Wet Ham or other characters that can either one disable your passive or two stop you from receiving buff.
行くぞ!
Because a lot of time you'll be bringing your passive and your 3C skills with other blade. Okay, I can only attack him from range because on close combat they will
Guyver!
have a chance to do damage reduction, but we shall find out. This is taking slightly a bit longer. Huh. Alright. And sadly overall for now, he's a much more PvE character because due to his class, at least until some items, casting, Rune's Emblem, or Zilong decide to do a patch to fix him because as of a current meta, infantry is performing badly in this meta, and only characters like Arkham Feru is being the most faithful in the series thus far. For Guyver, because in the series he is known as a Bio Boost armor that can adapt and evolve depending on the situation. Personally, I feel that Zilong should have changed or morphed his talent to just a discussion talent to something like your default. You'll start off with infantry, and when fighting against an enemy, your class will automatically be changed to something that you'll be advantaged against of. So if let's say a cavalry unit try to attack you, you'll automatically turn into a Lancer class because like the Guyver says, they'll keep evolving, or if not, it can have the effect that is slightly opposite of Dragon Mom's, because Dragon Mom effect is when fighting against Dragon class, your stats will the ability for increment of stats aside from HP will become ×2. So why not, when you're fighting against class that you're at disadvantages of, your attack, defense, etc. will be increased by 50%. The effect will increase by ×2 instead of just 25%. This at least sounds much better or more fair in such situation. But what did you guys think? Hopefully, I mean, definitely I'm a fan. I hope they're gonna make it like stronger for him so he can perform better in PvP too. But the last thing I really hate of is, at least in the manga, Guyver, most of his skills consist of range instead of single target. Is AoE skills, especially his Mega Smasher or Chest Plasma Cannon. Once he opened this chest and shoot out particles, normally it's like a whole big unit range AoE skills, but they just make it into a single target. That's a bit BS. I was hoping like at least they can choose this into a double option skills. You can choose to have either a single target or an AoE. I believe they did this because they are afraid of creating too many characters like Lina Inverse, which will definitely disbalance the game. But then again, the game has already been disbalanced. So right now, this time, as you guys notice, the first gameplay, the random effect we gain is when you enter at a danger zone, you gain the buff. But right now we are gaining the gravitational control, so we have increased movement by +1, and if we move no less than 5, it will level up and we'll gain the speed up. So okay, I'm gonna come here. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. No, I'm gonna come here. 2, 4, 5, and then I'm gonna go with Mega Smasher. So I'll pass this and I'll get rank up. And one of the best things about the shield from him is that the shield is free. It is a free shield. As long as you get attacked, you gain this 20% shield. It just keep happening. So it increases survivability. But overall, he's still kind of weak. So, okay, Johnson also gain high frequency wave, ignore 15%. Okay, we gotta end our turn in danger zone. Then we gotta kill an enemy to trigger the level of ignoring their 15% defense. So right now there's still melee attacks I'll be using here. Okay, this is bad. I didn't kill the enemy. Okay, I think I fulfill it. So, okay, I have now fulfill gravitational force, super sensitivity. I'll attack first and high frequency, ignoring 30% of their defense. Now I need to fulfill the range attack and I will not take damage. And also healed up to 90%, which is definitely not easy because my soldiers only left with 20%. And in PvP, the range increment is definitely one of the hardest because right now a lot of tank characters like mage, they should be able to counter your range when you attack them. So it's very hard to fulfill this criteria, just based on my understanding. So I'm gonna do this. Okay, nope, let's still survive. I'll attack first, so I don't have to worry too much. Okay, so I think I'm not able to hit this super recovery, and let's see if after is left with one turn. After this one turn, will this quest reappear or will just jam with only 4 buff? Let's find out. Okay, I'm gonna purposely hit other units. And you're done. Another thing we're not able to find out in this demo play is that if there is a cap limit to the shield. If like the shield can keep stacking up to more than 20%. It's alright, the passive has been disabled. So great. Super regeneration. So if you fail any one of the quests, it will reappear later. So as you can see, it's already because other 4 have been fulfilled. The last one standing is super regeneration, so it will just keep appearing. So yeah, this is pretty cool. At least we're not being limited by the effect itself. So the best combo to go with is to retain 90% after the end. It's best to have characters like Thierry's or Rosenseals in your team, so they can buff you with their talent. Sorry, they can heal you with their talent, so you get higher healing. Because apparently from the criteria, it didn't say must be from. It must be from your own healing. As long as after battle your unit HP remain 90% or more. Oh, sorry, remain above 90%. Yeah, this will happen. Okay, trying to kill you, but not able to. So as you can see, the best way for Guyver to go is that he need to be combo with characters like Arkham Fedu. So Arkham Fedu will teleport, have this descent that cause him to want to become a tanker for him. And however, the second and most important effect is Arkham Fedu will turn him to have the ability to ignore class disadvantages, which is the most important things of all. However, in PvP, your enemies most of the time is not that dumb. They will definitely ban this combo if they know what you're doing. Okay, gonna hit you with 5 frequency blade and fulfill all the 5 criteria. Another thing I noticed, not much changes even after acquiring all 5 stacks of special buff. All the effect you have is only this shoe. I'm expecting like maybe initially he should not be glowing, but after he hit all 5 buff, he transformed into this glowing state. So yeah. Okay, I'm gonna give you a close combat surprise. Mega Smasher! So yeah, because in the manga when he becomes this Bio Boost Giant Armor or God Armor, his Mega Smasher is able to annihilate this one city by itself, or at least it was mentioned that if he uses his full power, there's a chance he can annihilate the whole city of Tokyo or other city areas. So yeah, that's how powerful and strong of an AoE it should be instead of a single target. So like I said, I like this series, but they did Guyver really bad. And last but not least, because I do not have Guyver, I'm not able to show you guys more information. And you guys notice at least characters like Guyver G3, though it is a free character, Guyver G3 or Guyver 3 at least has 1 to 2 AoE skills, so he is definitely much more versatile than our protagonist Show. Guyver 1, he has more useful passive, but as you can see from the play in the demo play, it can be disabled. And unlike Guyver 3, he has 1 AoE, though it's a single straight line AoE, but before the spamming the skills, you will dispel up to 3 debuff from yourself and increase damage. So it's pretty cool. He's definitely much more versatile, as much as I hate to say that. Then for equipment wise, you see one of his talent is to ignore 15% and a maximum of 30% defense of enemies. So you can go for the Stinger play, so they can stack. So in case you guys are wondering, you can stack with Stinger's effect of ignoring 20%. So it's 30 plus 20 is ignoring 50% of enemy defense. But because already he's infantry and Stingers has a much lower attack, you will heavily be dependable on your enchantment rolling effect. And you can go stack with Mimir, Mjolnir, to give to remove buff from enemy and give them debuff if everyone knows buff. On contrary, the attack stats given is much higher and also gave HP. And for Stinger, it gave attack and skill, so you miss out some HP. And then also Bone Crusher, so when you initiate attack, going to battle, it will cause their defense skills, defensive item skills to lose their effect, so this is not too bad. Definitely not this. And probably also Zamato, so the Demon Slayer, so you have increment of attack and skill. Then if your attacks cause crit damage, you'll dispel 1 buff from enemy and give them 1 debuff. So yep, this is a much more this few item is a more favorable pick among fans, though Stinger is and the hammer items that upon death you get increased damage. If any of your ally die, you heal 10% and dispel 1 debuff from yourself. These two are one of a much more top pick. Then second items, because you'll be fighting mage, so you either equip with this wind armor. To prevent melee will be the blood armor. Then if you want to fight against mage, you gotta equip yourself with Tiamat, and this means that your soldiers unit gotta be mixed. You cannot choose infantry, and the enemies will be able to easily tell what items you are putting. Oh, last but not least, the Guardian Forbidden Armor lose out on HP but give you defense, magic defense. Then there's a 30% chance to triggering that to have damage reduction for the battle. And yep, that's it. For helmet, definitely Tear Fury, one of the top options. Yep, definitely Tear Fury only. Then for accessories, you can either equip it with Blood Nail to prevent yourself from being silent. Then if you have very great enchantment stats, you can go with Bracers to prevent yourself from fixed damage and also being silent. Then if you want to do movement increment, you can give them little Rick socks or the new angelic accessories. The new angelic accessories that if you do not commence any battle, when you end turn, you get a +2 movement, and if you have already any movement increment effect, it will be a +3 instead of +2. Overlord 2, increase stats, prevent defense, magic defense down, attack and intelligence reduction, and also movement speed reduction. And yep, probably that's all. Then for enchantment wise, my understanding is for space oppression and mobility is gonna be breeze enchantment. As we have mentioned, the breeze enchantment icon, movement icon, is able to stack with his talent. Then you can also go for, if you want to go for extreme damage, you can go for meteor. However, if you're playing meteor enchantment, you cannot go for rush team. It will be more ground formation or turtle formations. And definitely not magic. You can also go with taunts because of his ability of his passive that can cause him to revive, keep on reviving. So he has free revival ability. And yep, you can go for taunts and breeze. Then also full moon if you want to play with, I want to bet on HP recovery effects. Suppose that's all. Then the most frequently bring combination in PvP is the 3C because of its passive and active ability. However, the shortcoming is that it has 5 turn CD. So for PvE wise, you may or you can choose to play with clock. Then PvP, 3C and other players bring Guyver Reborn or Regeneration. So this passive, when you die, much like Awakener, you'll be able to revive the next turn at your location. However, you'll not be able to control the characters for 1 turn. It will attack the enemy itself. Then you'll not take any damage. And after the attack, this effect will be removed and you can act against once more. So the great downside from Guyver 1 itself is that he do not has a controllable act again. Instead, his act again is given to you upon his death from this passive. You got to lose control for 1 turn before you can actually control your characters. And the CD of this skills is 4 turns. However, this is definitely a downside. 4 turns. The great side is that you can spam at least 2 to 3 times in PvP. Then for PvE, maybe 5 to 6 times. I remember the longest turn I ever get in PvE is 30 turns for normal challenge stage. Of course, if you're trying to fight those forbidden dungeons, you get 99 stage. So okay, so PvP, the most frequently bring skills is Mega Smasher, then Guyver Reborn, then the Shield Barrier to make sure he try not to die, or if not, it will be 3C, followed by Protective Shield Barrier, and with High Frequency Blade, or Pressure Cannon. So it depends. So what did you guys think? Did you think Guyver has a much more potential, or it can perform better in PvP, or is just straight up to collection box? What do you guys think? Leave it down in the comment section below. So this is Kami. Remember to like and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you guys for watching. Goodbye. Let's go.
俺は負けるわけにはいかない。貴様らにやられるわけにはいかないんだ。取り込まれた